All right, today I am here with the Trinity, the Holy Trinity, in fact. Marcelle,
Amen.
yeah, let's
Amen.
go. We're here with Marcelle, Barbara, and Percy from the authors of, Heirs of Aquamarine. You know, so
Yay!
yay, hooray!
Yay.
Anticlimactic intro.
Yay!
But I guess we might as well start off hot with a question. How did you three get into making art and making comics? Start there at the beginning, your origin story.
I was
Okay,
born in
fun.
2002.
Wanted to talk or
Yeah, okay. Should we go? We should take turns. We should take turns. All right, Percy,
Okay,
you go first.
Marcelle.
Yeah,
I think Marcelle should
Yeah.
start
Okay.
because she's the
Yeah.
one who do the artistic part. So
Okay. All right, Marcel,
okay.
let's go. Start us off.
Well, I was mostly responsible for the art part, like drawing and making the characters
Mhm.
and the panels and all, because I graduated in graphic design, so I am going this professional uh, course.
area?
How can I say? Area.
Uh,
So I am drawing since I am a kid,
mhm.
and in the start I didn't thought I was going to go on this professional
F?
job,
Mm.
but as I was going to the high school, I started to think what I liked to do, and since I always was drawing, I started searching about those areas which I could study more, and I end up with graphic design. But I always loved like illustrations and animations mostly, and that's how I end up here. And I discovered webtoons through BTS because they launched their first webtoon Save Me, if I'm not wrong. I think it's called Save Me. And once I start reading those stories, I just got on the app and started reading lots of stories, and that's how I got on webtoon. And in the start of this year, uh, I saw the announcement of the contest, and since I was still in the unemployment, unfortunately, I thought it was a great idea to try to do this more long project and telling a story for this contest, so we could have a chance maybe to
make money.
receive
Make
Yeah.
money,
yes,
yeah.
receive some money with our art.
Mhm. Okay.
You guys can introduce yourselves.
So I guess from that, you guys are relatively new to the comic making space, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. I get now everyone
So
else could
our
do
first
origin
we
stories.
were-
Origin
We
stories.
created stories as
Oh.
kids, but
Yeah, this,
the
not at this level,
we never we never like publish anything. It was just like between us.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Some
Yeah,
tears
this-
for the family, but
Yeah.
nothing too big.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Actually, the story of this comic, it was a story that we played as childs.
Mm.
It was like characters that we made for ourselves as these kind of heroes, and Marcelle used to draw them, the characters, as me and Percy were telling her how we wanted them to be. So like Kira, Marco, and the were actually Upi, Kingdom, and Brucey. They
Mm.
were like totally different characters, and they had like 5 superpowers. They could transform into animals. They had like
Ooh.
super strength, um, super speed, and the element powers. So they were like kind of gods, and they were like a mixture of superheroes and spies, and uh like young titans.
Oh, interesting.
uh, yeah, like this kind of group of superheroes, and we used to play as them, like in our stories. We used to be like we were the characters. So it was a story that started as this, but as we were growing up, we started to develop a little bit more. Like some nights that we were just the three of us without nothing to do, we were just like, let's. How would it be like the origin of the story? Like, how would it start? And we like used to take notes or write ideas of how this story would be, where would it be, like the end of it, what would it happen, and so it was like an idea to turn this into a real story someday. Like Percy has a degree on gastronomy. Marcelle has a degree on graphic design, and I am a fashion student. So we're like totally different areas and routines and kind of lives. So we never had the time just to sit and do something about it, about the story, until Marcelle saw the contest, and we were like, what if we just do it? Like, fuck it, let's do it, guys, yay. And then we just like decided to participate on it, to turn the story into a real thing, a solid thing. And that's how we decided to really transform this to produce this story.
Okay, okay. So, so
Sorry, a lot of information.
we got the info
Yeah.
dump. Yay! So it was basically a personal story that you guys just said, like you said, fuck it, and made a story and made an
Yeah.
actual webtoon for it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good thing
But
y'all made it.
the contest right now is all different from the beginning. It's just the essence is the same, but we changed almost everything.
Yeah,
from
Yeah.
that makes sense because you probably have to. I mean, you have to format it for webtoon, you know. So it makes sense. You got to change a
Yeah.
lot. But
Yeah, and we
interesting.
have been trying to create the story from, I don't know, 10 years. Like every time we said, okay, today we're gonna write the story. And we never did. Like we had some reference, some images, but it was all just that. Nothing like, okay, so where does this story begin?
I
So
see.
for years we stay like we didn't have a name for the history. It was just history of heroes. Like for years
I
we
feel
came up
that.
with a name like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. It was very recent.
Yes.
Damn, you guys are, you know, you really are on the line of getting that right, getting it done. You
Yes,
locked in.
Yeah.
in Brazil we have a say 50 anos em 5, 50 years in 5. We're
Okay.
just like that. 15 years in 5 months. We were just like that.
I see. So I mean, you basically already answered my second question, but I mean, I might as well ask it anyways. So what inspired you? Like, what was the other inspirations for Heirs of Aquamarine? Like, you know, like I said, you kind of answered the question anyway.
Yes, I mean, like, things we play as a child and some books, series. Like for me, I
Yeah.
had much inspiration in the comics and animation from Invincible
Oh,
because I think it's some different for the normal comics. But I like X-Men, Daredevil, a little bit of The Boys that has some realist superheroes.
okay. I vibe with that.
And when we started was around 2012, I think.
Hmm.
So it was on the Avengers era, like when it was beginning on the
Yes, the
MCU.
MCU.
Yeah.
The MCU, yeah.
So it inspired us a lot on that time.
Okay.
uh, I
It
remember.
was there was a lot like uh, our parents, our fathers specifically, they are really nerd. They like love Star Wars, Marvel, and like we all used to watch this kind of movies together. We watched a lot of movies of Marvel together
Hmm.
on the movies, so we're like inspired a lot by that. 2012 was the time to of spy movies and Hunger Games, Percy Jackson. So we're like this whole fictional worlds were really big on the media, so that inspired us a lot. Like this kind of heroes with powers and secret identities. So that was like a big deal, a big inspiration for me, at least. Spider-Man was a big one too. And mostly this kind of superheroes.
Oh,
Ninjas too. Oh my god. Yeah, we had a
everything.
character before. It wasn't three main characters before, and one of them would be like this martial art expert guy, and he dressed like a ninja, and
It was like
EPJ.
Naruto.
Yeah, anime, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Anime inspired us a lot too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nossa. Yeah, I just forgot about anime. Yeah. You
Interesting.
really did.
Wow. Off topic question, but like, what was your favorite movie back in the day? Like, during all the Marvels and the Hunger Game type of era. Favorite movies back then? I gotta know.
I think
Mm.
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Ooh,
the
okay.
Mm,
first one.
Okay.
Catching Fire for the second film for the Hunger Games.
Ooh.
beautiful.
Okay.
I love the
Yeah.
Batman movies from Christopher Nolan, but now I love the Batman from with
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson. So I don't know much about it today. And
Understandable.
Um,
I think this three was, and then the Spider-Man movie, to be honest. Like, and I love the Fantastic Four movies from like the 2000. It was really bad, but I love it.
Are you excited? You excited for the new one or what?
I mean, Pedro Pascal was Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sign me in. I mean, Fantastic Four, Jurassic Park, Superman. This month was made for
Jurassic
me.
Park.
Exert.
Like, it's my month. Literally, my
Yeah.
literally my month.
I agree. Like this month about to be crazy. July, insane for movies.
Yeah,
I don't even know which one's gonna be
Say?
the bigger one, bro. The biggest
Oh,
movie.
for me,
Hmm.
yeah.
for me, I think I I was a big fan of the all the trilogy of Hunger Games. So
Okay.
I I watched like on the estreia
Uh,
on
Launching,
the
releasing.
is release. I always watch it
yeah.
on the release of
Oh.
the movie, on the movie theaters.
Okay.
But I always watched a lot of animations in general, like Pixar, Disney, all of them. I basically I think I watched all of those releases of from Pixar, DreamWorks, Disney,
Studio
um,
Ghibli.
Ghibli. Yeah, I think Spirited Away is one of my bigger references until today.
Nice.
And yeah, I could say that for the aesthetics of the visuals of the story, what inspired me a lot was Steven Universe, Adventure Time, and Studio Ghibli. I think you can see a bit of those things on the style of the
Yeah.
characters and the color palettes and the backgrounds are very much inspired by Steven Universe.
Okay. You know, now I think about it. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
forgot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The-
That makes sense.
we were another inspiration were like cartoons.
Okay.
A lot of cartoons. Like we were obsessed with Adventure Time. Um,
Understandable.
revealing a deep secret in here. I don't know if they'll allow me,
Oh my
but I'll
God.
say it anyway.
Oh my God.
Yay!
We used to had a page on Facebook about Adventure Time, and it has 1,000 followers. Like I don't know how we
Yo.
got there as kids, but we used to post like just uh things about Adventure Times, about gifs on the episodes, like fan arts of Google or that we draw, and it was like so random, but like we took really seriously and
Yeah.
thinking
And
about
we
it now, like
had
cartoons were
Hunger
really
Games.
big.
And we had
Yeah,
the
we had
Hunger
a
Games
Hunger Games
page
page
too.
too.
You really had the fan pages, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were like we were railing that.
I see. That
About the movies, one of my favorites from that time was, I just gotta say it, Twilight.
I thought
It's
someone was gonna
Oh,
say it. I
It's
thought
my
so.
favorite
I was gonna.
until today, okay?
I was gonna
I
say.
forgot about Twilight.
I was
talked
gonna bring
about
it up,
Robert Pattinson as a bat and forgot about Twilight.
No lie. I was
Twilight
like,
is
someone had
like-
to bring it up, bro. Or I will.
It's like my lifeline, okay? Every time I'm feeling down, I just put it on the TV. Like there's nothing like watching Twilight. Nothing. Uh but the Hunger Games were a big one too. And
Wow.
Lord of the Rings. Like,
Okay.
it's a really, really big one for me too.
Interesting. I knew someone was gonna say Twilight, bro. I just knew it. It was
It's my
like,
thing, okay?
yeah, someone's gonna bring it up, or I
I
will,
would
bro.
take it. I would take it. It's like my whole personality.
In the
Mm,
baseball
Twilight.
scene, the baseball scene is the best scene in the cinema history. Like,
My God.
It's absolute cinema. Absolute.
absolute cinema.
Nah, I just had a feeling like so someone is gonna mention it at some point, bro. Twilight's just like just too iconic not to say anything about it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it made history.
It did.
There's nothing to say. Like it is what it is, okay?
You know, it
is
wasn't
what it
it
is.
wasn't one of my favorites, but it definitely did something.
It did. It did. And like the soundtrack of the movie,
Yeah.
Paramore, Chef
Linkin
Kisses.
Park,
Chef Kisses.
Radiohead, like in one movie. Twilight made history.
Made history.
I see. You see.
They walked so all the other films could run.
Yeah,
It
that
was
makes
the
sense.
first film of the history.
It was the first film
When
ever.
Anyone who doesn't know, Twilight was the first movie ever made.
Yep, exactly,
Mermaid.
bro. It was the bestest film. It was the filmiest film ever. You know,
It was. It was.
the most film.
The most, the first one.
Okay. Let's ask another question. Well, for all of you guys, since it's like a multi-stage question, what's one thing you'd like to improve on, as you know, for arts and for writing as well? You know, we dabble in both areas.
Sally, do you want to talk about the art? Because in this, I don't have nothing to
What
say.
what I think the most is about the webtoon format is vertical, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to improve better my vertical panels. And the reading of the story with the scrolling in the panels. I want to get better at this because it's my first time doing in this format. Like I always draw it, but was the normal illustrations for posts and prints, so
Yeah.
they were like horizontal.
Okay. Yeah. So
And
more regular, you know, comic style. You know. Okay.
yes,
Makes sense. Okay.
for the writing, do you guys have something in the writing?
I think one thing that someone, I don't remember who, but talked about is maybe writing the dialogues in a different way. And it's kind of hard for us because English is not our
Yeah.
first language. So maybe like trying to write more in English so it flows a little
Mhm.
better, the dialogues. Um, so I think that, and I think that I have a difficult in, well, a bit of context. The dialogues we write like of our characters. So I write the lines of Kira,
Okay.
first writes the lines of Marco, and Marcelle writes the lines of Dan. And we write the dialogues together so we know like how it will work. And I think that sometimes I have difficult in putting the personality of Kira in her lines. Like sometimes I think like I have this difficult of how to express herself in her words. So I think that's something that I want to improve about my writing in this. And I don't know, sometimes it's hard to think about like keeping the story interesting
Yeah.
while explaining the dynamics, because trying to make everything fit in 3 chapters, like explaining the whole dynamic of the world, of the characters between them, it was really hard because it's it's a lot of things to fit in just 3 chapters, and we had a deadline that was really short. So I think that now that we don't have deadlines because we are not on the context anymore, try to work on that a little bit more, like take things more slow, but try to keep it interesting
Okay.
at the same time. So I think that's something.
I got you.
I think for me is try to translating some things from the Brazilian Portuguese to English, because here we
Mhm.
have some expression that's really
Yeah.
hard
You got
to
your
get
slang.
into
We got
English.
ours. You know.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
like, and it's like saying "oh my god" in English. In
Yeah.
Portuguese, we have like hundreds of variation, and I
Mhm.
say like, but I want to say in this specific way to trespass this feeling to the character, but I can't because it's another language.
Yeah. No one's gonna know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is, it's a little bit hard, but I got my ways into the Brazilian Portuguese to the comics. Like Marco is half Brazilian, so I can sometimes put some Portuguese words on it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
really
There's a
hard. We were
will,
like,
there's a, yes.
yeah, we were like, this was gonna be so much funnier in Portuguese. Like, no.
Yes.
Interesting. I mean, realistically, you know, like for some of those things, I don't see a problem with putting like some like Portuguese slang in there. You know, add your like little charm to it. You know, but it's like obviously it can't be like full entire dialogue, or it's gonna be
Yeah.
difficult to
Yeah.
for to comprehend, you know. But yeah, I'm perfectly fine with y'all doing that. You know, I'm not gonna understand it, but you know, you can always like try to like you
You
know,
feel it.
you can always just try to do like you know like a little translation somewhere, be like, oh, it's like similar to this saying, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It's like Marco's nickname from his parents is Pichico. It's
okay.
like little one, but it's a specific word in Brazil. Like it's so cute. It's Pichico. It's the little
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh my god, you're so tiny and fluffy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you can add that in there, and I don't see a problem. You just gotta you know specify that it means something like this. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't have a problem with that. You know, that adds your charm to the series. You know, that adds something more than just like, oh, you guys are just English with like
Yes.
with that also Brazilian. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah. I mean, you guys can do
This
it.
was a nice ad.
You're welcome for the idea.
Thank
Yeah, we are
you.
having such a deep. I don't know why we chose to do that, but the two
Shadows.
shadows that appear on the
Ai,
At the
meu
very
Deus.
at the end of
Old
chapter one,
Ghost.
yeah.
Yes, they speak in old English because
Oh.
there's another an explanation for this, but they should speak in an old language. So
Like
we had
Shakespeare
to
English.
Yeah, like Shakespearean.
yeah we had
okay.
to find some translators online that translated the English, the modern English
Yeah.
into old English, but we don't know if it's totally right because we don't speak like that.
No,
So
honestly,
I
you
hope
coulda-
I hope it's understandable.
you honestly
Bro,
might
like-
as well make something up at that point.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this is our language. You made it up. This is for like this specific island or some shit. You know, easy.
Yeah.
That's like let's do old
Yeah.
English. Yay!
And
Let's do-
sometimes it's ridiculous because it's just like see you and then became two enormous phrase and we stay like how? It's just two words in the normal English.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Make up your own language at that point.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah,
don't have to
it was
translate
almost
it
like
either.
that.
You don't even have to translate. It's like, oh, it's like something that we wouldn't understand, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like use your imagination, bro.
Exactly, bro. It's like,
Just
oh,
feel it.
they're like cursing us with black magic or something. Like it's like something like that, you know? It's like that's that language I see. Yeah.
You shadows, what do you expect for me?
Yeah, exactly. It's like why would they speak in a language I would understand?
Yeah.
Like
you
realistically.
definitely got a point.
And I think I was probably the one that said something at least about like how the dialogues, because I remember saying something to one of you guys in the comments of my video that was like, oh yeah, it's like how I would say this, and it's more of like, you know, how I'd be like where I place an S after something, like, you know, it's this person's something
Yeah,
something, you know, it's like whatever. But it's like again, you can just like flow that into the lore, be like, oh, this is just how they speak, you know. I feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there are an island that it's a mixture of
Yeah.
a lot of ethnies and
Mhm.
races. So like it would definitely make sense like for them to speak English but in a different way.
Mhm.
So like and it's our story. We're like, bro, no, it's on purpose.
Yeah, it's like like I like sometimes like I do feel like, yeah, like without a doubt you don't have to try that hard to you know to I don't even know what the words I'm trying to say right now. Yeah, you just don't have to like try to like appeal 100% to everybody in the English side over here, because we like weird stuff, okay? Let's just be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like you might as well add your twist to it, you know. Add your charm, your Portuguese charm to it, you know. Just do it, bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm gonna read it, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I just gotta be
Yeah.
able to read it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you understand it, all it is important.
Yeah.
Yes, like
Yeah.
Okay. My next question is, I mean, do you guys have any other series you're gonna be working on, or is it still just gonna be Heirs of Aquamarine? That's a good question, right there. I want to know because I haven't seen any, like, any expressions that you're gonna be working on anything else.
I mean, I think for now just Heirs of Aquamarine because
Mm.
it's a big project for us
Yeah.
and we have other things to do in our life. So for now, I think just Heirs of Aquamarine. But I don't know. In the future, I'd like to have like a comic, a story about volleyball or
Mm.
some sport
Oh yeah.
because we love
Nice.
volleyball. I mean, we are the country of the
Yes,
volleyball. Go
sir.
Brazil!
Uh, yeah, it's because it's our first comic,
Mhm.
and we're like still we know where we want to the story to end, but like we don't know how the path will go there. We don't have like
Yeah.
this planned yet. So I think this is a project that it will take our time yet.
Mhm.
Uh, we still haven't talked about like how will the frequency of the
Yeah.
updates will be like uh once in a month, two times in a month. Like we were just too upset about not getting shortlisted,
Mm.
so we didn't discuss this yet. uh so like we still have to figure this out.
Yeah.
But the chapter 4 and 5 are being done because we were already working on it because of the contest. Like we were making if we passed to the second phase. So like they will be updated not like in not such a long time, but the rest of it we don't know yet how it will be done. But I would love to see like AUs of our own comic. I love this type of thing. So like I would love to see an AU where Marco is a professional volleyball player. Like
That
that
would
would
be
be yeah. Uh, like
like I am a
yeah, this kind of
sports
things.
fan. For me, anything like Mark was a rugby player,
Mhm.
volleyball, American football, a
Tennis.
driver,
I
a
see.
tennis player, anything for me is like
Hey,
go. And I
perfect
will assure you
spin-offs.
something. Yeah, it's perfect spin-off.
Yeah, love spin-off.
And I will assure one thing. We are not George R. Martin. We will finish our story. Believe in us, one day we
Are
will
you sure
finish our
about that?
story.
One day.
We got 10 years. We
One
got
day.
how long has it
Yes,
been? Like a decade, like almost a decade and a half right now. Too long.
Almost
Yeah, like
15
people can
years.
wait for 20 years. It's
Yeah,
okay.
like
God
they're
damn.
already waiting for 14 years, 2 series, and almost 3 series on television. So I think they can wait for
Oh yeah,
Heirs of
it's oh yeah, it
Aquamarine.
was Game of Thrones, ending Game of Thrones. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
and now we have House of the Dragon.
Yup.
Next year we have Knights of the Seven Kingdoms.
Wow. Bro, I mean, at least he raking in the cash though.
Yeah,
He getting money though.
Yeah.
So,
Trigger warning, trigger warning.
trigger warning.
none of these series
I
are
want
for the
to-
fan of heart.
I want to add that I have another project that I was working on
Okay.
in my college,
Mhm.
but it was just a concept art. I didn't write too much about it yet, but it's a story about I forgot the word. A little bird. Wait a minute. I will translate it.
A garça vaqueira?
Yup, I understand it. Yup. I don't need Duolingo. What the hell?
It's like
It's the
a
bird
cowboy.
of Kung Fu
Yeah,
Panda.
Okay.
You know
Harrow.
the bird
Harrow.
of Kung Fu
It's
Panda. Harrow. Yeah,
like
the boy
and
the
the
Boy-
hero.
the boy and the
boy
hero.
and the hero.
Harrow.
The boy and the heron or whatever. Yeah, it's the boy and the heron. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
see.
Boy in the
mine is
Calvary hair.
well, it's a story about a heron that
Mhm.
finds one day a fallen star in its farm. It's a farming. They are farmer herons,
Okay.
and one day, one fallen star falls into close out to their hole,
Mhm.
and he likes collecting bugs, and he is really interested to see what kind of shiny thing is that fall into the from the sky to into this house. So he goes there and grabs it, and this uh, fragment of the star uh, leaves him no takes him to the space, so it
Mm,
becomes into a space journey after that. But I
okay.
just it is to be very like dream like story, so
Okay.
I
Something
write it.
like a
Kind of
regular
like
show.
the Little
Yeah.
Prince,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
like
Okay.
the Little
Little
Prince.
Prince is a big inspiration for this story. So yeah, it would be just some adventures of this Aaron on the space,
Mhm.
and but I don't know what I will do with this project yet. If I will just be like drawing concepts of this, or I will write um like an webcomic too. I don't know what I will do with this, but someday I will come back. But I want to focus on Heirs of Aquamarine at the moment.
Okay. That is definitely an interesting, side project.
Yeah, it's just some story that I want to be like go crazy with the imagination.
I got you. That so I see. Focusing basically on heirs of Aquamarine. That makes sense. Got to get
Yeah.
that done. You don't really have an estimate of how long this is gonna take, or I'm assuming you don't even have like an episode or a chapter estimation of how long this is gonna be either.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't
no,
have yet.
We don't.
I see. I see. Is this still just gonna be like a prologue to your childhood story, or do you guys plan on doing like your childhood stories as well in this? Hmm.
I think we want to focus more on this main narrative that we are building,
Okay.
um, because in this story that we had as kids, we developed a lot of the past of the story, but we didn't like develop what happens with the heroes itself. So for Heirs of Aquamarine, we are like creating now, focusing just on the heroes. Like it has the past um, in, as something important for the story, but we want to focus now on the main characters itself.
Okay.
Like on the end of the story itself, like to explore, we talked a lot about where we want the story to go, like what do we want to pass, what is the message of the story that we want to tell, besides like how we were doing that is just like building the past and how things were like constructed. Like we are doing the opposite now, but there's a few things of this past that we created that we are like inserting on the story. Like the focus is different now.
Okay. So it sounds like it's gonna be like like a I'm curious, like this is a prologue, right? Or is this like an after everything that they've done? They're just like living out their day. Like I'm curious, like which side of the story would this be on Like, is this before they gain all their powers and then fight people, or after they gain all their powers and fight people?
It is about them discovering about their
Okay,
powers.
so it's like a prologue-ish.
and
Okay.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
to understand what will be their o papel deles, vamos falar isso.
Their roles.
Their roles and the story. What will be their roles that
Okay.
they will decide to follow since they discover about their powers.
Okay.
Like, what will they do with these powers? How their lives are going to be? Like, how will they use these powers in their lives? And
Oh.
like,
Ah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, what will they do now that they have this power? Like, how will they react? And like the events that are going to happen now that they discover these powers and that these shadows are intertwined and like in their lives too.
Okay.
So this is how it's going to develop.
Okay. So it's like a coming of age story, pretty much right now. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of this.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was a little confused because I was like, it sounded like it was like going to be like a Freyrin type of story, where it's like, you know, at the journey's end type of situation. But it's like, okay, so it's basically how they get how they, like, you know, like come to a realization of like how their powers, what they must do with their powers. Okay, the responsibility, you know,
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a Spider-Man vibe.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay.
They are Brazilian Spider-Mans.
Do any of them crawl on walls?
No,
We'll see.
unfortunately, no.
We'll
Oh,
see.
Dang,
unfortunately,
okay.
no.
Okay. Then one saying we'll see, and then everyone's like, no. Like, damn. Okay.
They're ruining it.
You got to say maybe, bro. Damn.
Yeah, like,
You can't tell me.
mystery.
You can't answer the question. That's but okay. Final question. Probably gonna. I don't know. You might answer this one really fast. You might not. But top 5 favorite anime. But it also can obviously be like shows or movies as well. Like, you know, you can put into your top 5. You can combine it into like a top 5. You know. But it's like,
Okay.
just do your thing. Obviously, we're gonna take turns with this because like everyone's gonna go crazy if I don't pay attention.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, who wants to go first? Who wants to be the first person to name their top 5?
I just want to state that the only anime that I watch complete is Naruto.
Damn. Okay.
So
Okay. Well, that's why. Good thing I
I'm
added.
not much of that.
Good thing I added shows and
Because I
movies.
was like,
Yeah.
the classic Naruto Shippuden, Boruto. I was going to do like that for
Well, I mean, good.
and Naruto the movie.
Well, I mean, that's why I add movies and shows to it, so you don't have to just do anime. Okay, you're in luck. You're in
Yeah.
luck. Percy, you don't have to just do classic Naruto Shippuden, that one
Naruto.
movie where Hinata and
Naruto.
Naruto kiss. What other movie, bro? You don't have to do that. I got you.
Naruto, the video game, the game of Naruto.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Storm did it
played-
differently, so it counts. Okay.
I played all Naruto games, okay?
Damn,
I
okay.
played them all. I have a platinum one, my play part. I'm like crazy about the little boy.
Okay.
Okay, let me think.
All right. Let you lock in.
If anyone wants to start, you can.
Yeah, someone else
I
starts.
think Marcelle has a top 5.
Oh,
writing
yeah.
down.
Put it on the
Does it?
chopping
Me?
block, bro.
Okay.
Top 5 right now.
I started with animes with Dragon Ball.
Valid.
In Brazil, it was like a big thing.
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
Yeah, we watch it together.
Okay.
So,
Dragon Ball.
yeah, I think Dragon Ball, it must be on my top 5
All right,
because
all
it was
right.
the first one. But when I really went into animes was through sport animes. So I watched Inazuma 11 is
Okay.
a soccer one. I
Yeah.
don't know if you
Yeah, with
if you know it.
superpowers, it's
Yeah.
superpowers and these little kids
Yeah.
doing crazy things.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah,
Why are turning it?
yeah. It's not no blue lock. This is
Yeah.
different.
No,
This is different.
Inazuma
Yeah.
11 is the king one.
Yeah, it's the
Stop. It was the first anime.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just a
Yo,
starlight.
Inazuma 11 is basically the Twilight of anime. So
Yeah.
it's the first
Yes,
anime to
yes,
anime, you
I
know?
was going to say that.
It's, a-
I was going to say
it's,
that.
it's the first anime to anime, okay?
It's absolute anime.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Inazuma,
so
okay.
Dragon Ball, Inazuma 11,
Yup.
Haikyuu.
I thought so. I
was-
thought so.
Yeah.
I was like,
was
where's
a
Haikyuu at,
big
bro, in my
thing.
head?
Yeah. Haikyuu,
In
definitely.
volleyball and anime is the perfect word for Marcelle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also a short guy with orange
Yeah.
hair, jumps really
Yes.
high.
It's Marco inspiration.
Yes.
One day he's wake up to a poster of Haikyuu and goes,
We
"Father,
need to put a Hinata poster on in his bedroom.
yeah,
Damn.
say Inata, father, bless me for the day."
I think another one was Full Metal.
Okay.
The Brotherhood
Yeah,
was a
valid.
big one.
Valid.
And a different one, it would be for me, is Sonny Boy. I don't know if you already
I'm
watched
aware
it.
of that. I haven't watched it, but I know of it. You know,
Is
from what I hear, it's interesting. Interesting.
it's like a more creative and chaotic narrative that the story falls. Like, it's not like super linear,
Hmm. Okay, so
and
it messes with the
they play
timeline.
with and they
Yeah.
play with like lots of dimensions and different
Mm.
worlds.
okay.
So it's an interesting one. I really like how they play with this different type of narratives.
I got you. That's your 5. Nice.
Yes, that's my 5.
All right, who's next? Who's next on the chopping block? Yep.
Okay, I think
Mhm.
I can go because mine is just like normal TV show, not anime.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fine.
my top one is Invincible.
Oh, valid.
said
I
before,
still need to
like-
watch like season 2 and onward.
I watch it like once a month, at least one season for month. I love it, Invincible.
Understandable.
My second one is like cliche nowadays, but I love Arcane. Everybody he loves Arcane.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Same.
no, I mean, I
We were
understand.
obsessed.
This is new.
No.
I understand because I went from like a skeptic of Arcane to to an enjoyer of Arcane through my literal reactions on YouTube. So I got nothing to say about that. So
Yeah.
I watched the
No, but
first
like
season last year. Some months after before the second season, I was like,
that's me.
everybody talks about Arcane, like a League of Legends show.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about
That
it.
was me. That was
Everyone-
literally
And I was
me.
like, I'm
yeah,
feeling fantastic.
I'm like, who the fuck wants to watch a League of Legends show, bro? This sounds so
Exactly.
bad. And then I watch Arcane, and then I just like shut the hell up. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah.
no, like we are all sick, like the three of us. There's not one day that we don't talk about something or we send like a tweet of Arcane to
Yes.
each other. Like
Yeah.
totally think
Damn.
about it.
Well, too bad. There's no more Arcane. We gotta wait for the spin-offs. Sad.
Yeah.
Take Divide spin-off will be real, okay?
Oh, I will be watching them too. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, I'm gonna eat that shit like all of it every day.
Yes, sir,
every day
bro.
I'm gonna be like waking up, putting Kate Vice spin-off.
Like
That will
we
be
can
great.
see a red and blue thing next to each other that we say, did you really think I
Did
need
you really
all the doors in the bookstore? In the comic, we have 2 books next to each other. There is a blue one and a red one. Just because of Arcane.
Yeah,
Just
it is a
like
reference. There's like a big one, like if it was an art book of Arcane, but it's just some colors of Jinx, and then on the other side has a blue one and a red one for the KTY
Okay.
reference. There's some of those things on Easter eggs on our webcomic.
That's pretty cool. Okay, I'll have to look for him next time. I wasn't looking for him last
yeah,
time. So I'll look
Okay,
out.
so
I'll look
my
out. But I understand the arcane enjoyment,
Yeah.
bro. I
yes,
definitely like, in the same boat as you, Percy. No, a skeptic, hardcore skeptic. Ew, League? No. Arcane?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
yes, yes.
Okay, my third one, I think it's X-Men. Last year had the new one, 97. But I
Okay.
think the whole series of X-Men, I mean,
Okay.
I love Cyclops since I was a kid, and everybody was like Wolverine and Storm, and I was like,
I-
no, Cyclops. I
I
want to be
mean,
Cyclops.
I gotta understand. I'm not a wolf. I'm Storm. Storm over here. Sorry. I gotta
Yeah,
understand.
Storm
I gotta.
is.
I
No,
love
but
Storm. But
You gotta
everybody's
understand.
all about Wolverine, and I was like, no, not Wolverine. Cyclops is the best, please. And Wolverine is like the
But
main character of the movies
yeah,
of some series, and I was like, no, forget
yeah.
about Wolverine. We want a Storm, we want Jean Grey, we want
But it's
Cyclops.
Wolverine though. It's Hugh Jackman though.
It's the problem. And I'm like, I'm going to compete with this guy. It's Hugh Jackman.
Messing with the wrong
Okay.
people. It's Wolverine. Sorry.
yeah,
But
One
Logan is
more.
great. The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie Logan. I love
yeah. The
his little
last
daughter.
anniversary of Percy, it was X-Men team.
Yeah,
was the
he has
last
a
one, right?
birthday.
His birthday party was
What?
X-Men.
It was last year.
Yes, was a
Yeah, I
series.
think it
Last
was.
year.
Okay.
I had a glance of Cyclops that he had the light that goes red. I almost got blind with it, but it was sick. So okay.
I don't know how her name it is in English.
Rogue.
Akira.
Oh, Rogue.
She was Rogue.
I'm assuming you mean like
And
the one in the
yes.
yellow and green.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's Rogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three, the Wolverine daughter.
Okay. Yeah, they
Yeah, I
they
was
made
with
that. Yeah, it was weird. It was an interesting choice.
X-23.
Yeah, X-23. Yeah, that one was she was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And okay, my fourth one is regular show.
Valid.
I mean, I love it
Yeah.
how chaotic
Nice.
it is. Like the episode begins with them, I don't know, watering the plants and finish with them facing God.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
in 11 minutes.
Very
It's
regular.
not that hard.
very regular. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Understandable
And my last one, it's a Netflix show. I think it's Disenchanted. It has the same animator as Simpsons.
though. Oh, Disenchanted. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Disenchanted. I
Yeah.
love it.
I watched like
That
3
anime.
episodes.
I don't know. It's so nice, and they did such a great work in translation to Brazilian Portuguese. They
Mm.
put some specific phrases to us that make so much funnier.
Okay.
And I love the little cat, the little demon Lucy. She is just perfect.
Okay.
I think that's my top 5.
All right. All right. That's an interesting top 5. Valid though, I will say.
And just for curiosity, I have a top 3 animation movies that is The Boy and the Heron,
Okay.
Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, and The Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
the
It's-
Fantastic Mr. Fox, so good.
Like, it's 3 very different movies, but I love the 3 of them so much.
Okay. Okay. I understand that. Last Wish was fire. I will admit.
Yes, like, it's a Puss in Boots movie. I was like, how good can it be? And it was like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like watching Arcane. You were like nothing to a Puss in Boots.
Yeah, and they announced
movie.
Shrek 5. Hell yeah! Like I want, yes
Yes,
sir. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
it was on fire of the animators for the Puss in Boots.
Yep. Well,
Okay,
last
and go now,
one.
Barbara.
Last one.
Uh, Jesus Christ, I don't have any idea. Uh,
Lock in.
Jesus. Like I watched more animes with Marcelle. Like we used to watch
Mhm.
together while we were having lunch. But
Yeah.
I forgot all of them. She was saying like Full Metal, and I was like, I watched Full Metal, and I didn't remember it. I was like, oh no. But I think I will like uh down like the top 5, but starting from 5, not
Okay.
from 1. That's
Okay.
easier.
Yeah.
I will try to do only anime, but I don't know if I will make it because I don't
Hey,
remember now.
That's fine.
But
That's fine.
Okay, number 5, Naruto.
Naruto, Naruto
no,
Putin,
I'm not
Naruto,
gonna do that.
Boruto.
I really liked Ponyo
Anya,
from
okay.
from Studio Ghibli. It's
Yeah.
it's like so comforting, and it's like just so beautiful movie. Like the animation is so colorful. Like it's
It's
pure
a war.
happiness. Like
It's
you
just
watch it and you're just like,
yeah.
life is beautiful. I don't know what we're crying about. Like
I was
look
never
at it.
sad in my
Yeah.
whole
Yeah,
life.
I'm never gonna be depressed again.
It's a
My
world.
depression is cured.
Okay.
So I think Fonyo. I really like but I don't know if no, it doesn't beat Ponyo actually.
Okay.
Inazuma 11 because it's like because of the nostalgic feeling. Like me and Marcelli, we used to play football on our backyard, and like we're just playing, trying to make a goal on each other, and we used to like scream the powers before defending or trying to kick the ball. We're like fire tornado, and we're like spinning and then kicking the ball, and it was like
Yo.
it's it's a really nice memory.
Mhm.
But no, there was one time that my father uh caught me saying the defense of what is the name of him? Jesus Christ.
Endo.
Endo. Yeah, I was with Enzo on my mind of Endo, and it was like something devil.
Yo.
And my parents are really religious, so
Mhm.
he heard me screaming, I don't know what it was.
Um,
Devil. The hand of the devil, devil's hand, something like that. And he looked at me like, "What are you saying? Don't say that ever again. You know, like, it's just from my anime. It's not real." I was like, you're not supposed to be saying that thing." You were like, I was just playing. But
I have
think
to say that
no.
every time that I played with them football, I hated to be the goalkeeper because they really thought they were kicking the powers. It was so strong, and I was never ready because I didn't watch it. And then they like to scream something and kick really hard at my direction, and I was like, "What is happening? Why are you trying to kill me?"
They're practicing.
you wanted
When
the
they-
ball on fire.
Yeah, they're
Even
practicing.
the ball fire.
We played like we were practicing for Olympics or
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay. So Inazuma 11 is 5, and then Ponyo is 4. right?
No, Ponyo is 5.
Okay, okay, okay.
2011 is 4.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Just had to clarify.
We'll stick to it.
Okay.
Then after, I really like the Sword Art Online.
Wow. Interesting. That's
Yeah,
a pick. That's
it's
a
like-
pick.
I just like because it's all nostalgic to me. So like I didn't take it like, oh, like evaluating the story or the consistent.
Mhm.
It was just like really nice to watch, and I like um this. It was a, how can I say RPG? It's just like
R-
this.
Yeah, RPG.
RPG.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think, or D&D.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
role-playing game. Yeah,
Yeah,
role-playing game, yeah.
role-playing, yeah.
Yeah. And I really like this kind of stuff, but the season 1, not the other ones. The other ones I simply ignore it. The second one is not that bad. Like the first one, it's the one that stuck with me.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
Sword Art Online.
Okay. Oh wait, have you got to watch the Sword Art Online like progressive movies. They're basically from like the POV of like Asuna, like the girl that like the main character hangs
Uh-huh.
out with. They're pretty cool if you haven't watched those. They're actually better than I thought
Oh,
they were gonna be.
nice.
Yeah, like I definitely
I'll
recommend
take a
those.
look.
Okay,
Okay.
so Sword Art Online, interesting pick, but okay.
Let me think about it.
Hmm.
I like. I don't know if counts as an anime, but I think it is the movie Paprika.
Paprika? Yeah, that's an anime. Yeah, that's an anime film.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I think it counts.
It does. It does.
It's a really interesting one. It's like really dreamy, but I like this kind of surrealism kind of thing. I think it's really nice, and I like things about dreams and subconscious kind of stuff. It's really nice. And for the first one, oh my god, I don't
That
know.
I have one that I remember,
No.
but I don't know if you want to put on the top 5. But you watched it like Yuri on Ice on one day.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I don't want to put on the top one. But yeah, I was like obsessed with Euro on Ice. I watched it
Yuri on Ice.
in Percy's house in one day. Like I stayed sit on the floor with my phone in my hand. It was charging the whole time. I was like stuck on the wall because the phone was charging, and I watched like the whole thing while I was at like in one set. I was like in there focused, like watching it. It is so good. Like it's so silly, but it's so cute. And I just in my house we love Winter Olympics. Like my whole family, we just sit to watch ice skating, like from speed and from artistic one. Like we're really obsessed about it.
Yeah.
And so like Union Ice was a big thing for me because it's inspired on Yuzuru, and it's my favorite skater. Like he's the king of ice skating. He's so
Yeah.
cute. He's so gentle. I love him. He's so sweet. Like he's my best friend. Okay.
Okay. Is that like an honorable mention, or is that
Okay,
your
I feel-
fifth?
Yeah, it's a honorable mention.
Okay.
And I think on the first one.
Yeah, your top one, your favorite thing ever.
Arcade.
Arcade. There we go.
Arcade.
Video over.
I will put
Arcade.
Arcade, okay? Yeah. It's not an anime, but like it's the thing that I most talk about and read about, so it would be my top one.
Arcane. Okay. Completely understand.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, pretty solid list. Also, I mean, I guess very funny ice skating movie, Blades of Glory. You should watch that. It's not anything. It's not like of the perfectionism of ice skating. but it's funny. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
I didn't know this one.
Yeah, it's called Blades of
Yeah, me
Glory.
neither.
It's interesting.
Oh.
It's a story.
Yeah, it's
I will
a
sure take a look.
it's a like a adult American, comedy show, comedy movie. I mean, correction.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like American comedy. So yeah, I don't, it's pretty interesting. But
It's like really specific, but
but I mean, it is ice skating though.
the first thing when you search about Blades of Glory, the question that appears is Blades of Glory LGBT?
It's Blades of Glory
So okay,
LGBT.
I'll take it.
I mean, it's very like it doesn't imply. It's just that like there's some questionable moments with the two main characters, but they don't do anything like LGBTQ. Except that one
Yeah,
time where
well,
they grab their balls,
If
but
there
like
was something like implicit, it wouldn't be a question. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's like that one time. There was like that one time. Those two times actually. It's gonna keep increasing.
there's always the one time.
It always could be more, but yeah, it's a comedy movie. It's really good, at least to me, anyways. And it's ice skating, so you're welcome.
Yeah, I would take that.
But all right, wow, an hour and 5 minutes. No, it's 6 minutes now. Jeez, this was
Yeah,
supposed.
so
I mean,
this was
you're already number one in like how long this is, but I mean, there's 3 people. This is also the most chaotic one I've done.
Yeah,
there's
we are
3.
very chaotic,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in a daily life. We are very chaotic.
Yeah, I can see. I can
Before
see.
here, we were already in the call chatting, and we were like, "What if we start laughing and forget a word?" Like we're already panicking.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, good thing we get it today, and so you yapped after the chaos, and still chaotic. But
Yeah, like really serious meeting.
yeah, you thought it was gonna be like, okay, guys, I got 5 questions. You're gonna answer it really fucking fast, and we're gonna get this done. No,
Yeah.
no.
In the perfect
We're
English.
going to say like
Yes,
he's
super
gonna
formal.
harass us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be. Oh, fuck you guys. Come on, what are you gonna? Like what the fuck? God, I hate. I'm not uploading this anymore. God, leave this call, bro.
Come on, shut up. Answer the question.
Answer the goddamn question.
Come on, man.
But yeah, you guys are already got like the longest one. I don't think you guys are gonna get beat for a while. To be honest,
Okay.
I don't think there's anyone
No,
that I'll do like
Thank you.
3+ people. Like, oh, the best way to get longer interviews, get more people. Who's
Yeah,
Yeah.
more people.
Yeah.
yeah, the next one's gonna be 4. Yeah, the next one's gonna be 4. Next one's gonna be 17.
And it's gonna be 2 hours.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna be doubling.
when I read the rest of your series, it's probably gonna be 2 hours because we're gonna do another one when I can actually ask you questions about Heirs of Aquamarine. So
Oh, we're
Oh,
gonna
cool.
love it.
yeah, we're doing part 2 in the future. Yeah,
Yay!
Yeah.
That's nice.
yeah, we're already
We're gonna
Crazy.
bring more random facts for you.
Oh yeah. Okay. We're gonna get that next time, but I gotta end this video. It's too long. But I appreciate you both. All 3 of you guys coming up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Holy
The both-
Trinity.
The Holy Trinity, my fault. My fault for disrespecting you guys. My fault. But I appreciate you all coming up here. I know it's unexpected. Unexpected. But I appreciate it. You all great to talk to.
How weird. We are really grateful that you called us. Like, this has been really nice. It's nice to see that our work, it's like it's reaching people in this way, to be called to do a meeting and an interview, like a video. That's like, it means a lot to us.
Hey, no
Yeah.
problem. I mean,
Yeah,
good.
it was our first one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, thanks
it
for
was
making
your
it.
first podcast and our first interview. So like,
Yay.
Yeah, it's
Now
on the
When
history
we-
now.
Yes, sir.
like, it was the first one to interview us, okay?
Yep, I got the I got the bragging rights, you know. When y'all get
Yeah.
famous and you know
We
forget
got
about me, I
this-
still got
this
the bragging
title
rights.
now.
Yep. When
No,
y'all when y'all get famous and like you know leave me in the dust, I'll be sure to let you know brag about it, you know.
no, after we win like our first prize, we'll go to your channel and go like do the interview of our prize.
Yo, here's the interview,
Here.
scrub. Here's $2.
We're going
Thanks.
to be remembered as the fans of Naruto, Twilight, Arcane, the rest of our lives.
Yeah, Twilight's the best piece of fiction on the planet, and I will not hear otherwise. All
Yeah,
right, we're
that
ending
would
the
be
vi-
me.
All right, video. We're ending it now because it's an hour and 10 minutes. Oh my god!